Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to be all about this look right here. This look is bomb for the holidays. It's got your Christmas parties coming up and you want to slay on them. As some of you may already know, if you follow me on Instagram, and if you're really down with the tribe, then you already know that recently I did a collab with Patrick Star and we recreated Rihanna's like holiday look on a lovely girl named Andel who really looks like Rihanna, y'all. Like without the makeup and stuff, like legit, she looks like her. So it made it really easy to make her come to life. So I got a lot of questions on how I did her wig and what did I do. So I decided to recreate this look on myself. I can't lie, I was a little nervous to do it on myself because I don't really do strong baby hair looks on myself because I don't always feel like it suits me. And I don't have like a lot of forehead to work with. So I feel like sometimes I could turn into Planet of the Apes real quick. If you have a larger forehead, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this, okay? Also, if you guys are not into having hair this big and full and voluptuous, you can definitely tone it down. You'll see in the video how I even got it to be this big, but you can, you know, pick and choose and decide where you kind of want to tone it down and maybe keep it a little more mellow yellow for you. Hello. Oh, right, damn it. Oh, and if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the tribe, but you're not an official tribe member until you hit subscribe to join the tribe. Let's go. So for this look, I'm using a wig from omgqueen.com, and this is a 360 lace wig, virgin Brazilian hair honey, and it's natural color, body wave, 20 inches. Did I mention 180% density? Because I like it thick. And for this look, it's really like free-flowing toss-up, got some volume, bounce movement, so I definitely wanted to use something that's going to have texture like a body wave. So as you can see, the hairline is pre-plucked, so that is going to save you some time. But for this style, we are going to really need to pluck it even more because it's such a heavy hairline with the baby hair and we don't want it to look wiggy. So on the inside of the cap, it's got your standard, it's a 360 all around, and then you've got 3 clips in the front and you've got your 1 clip in the back for security. I actually love working with a 360 lace just because it gives me so much room at the top when I want to do versatile styles with parting and all that stuff. So fast forward, I bleached the knots, ready to tweeze our life away. You want to keep the hair really, really nice and wet while you're tweezing. It's going to make your life so much easier. So I'm going to just let the music play, y'all, while I tweeze my life away over here. So once it's tweezed to my liking, I start working on the baby hairs. I pull those little hairs down, I start sculpting them, I use my little razor comb, and I just kind of trim away. You don't want to take too much hair out. You want to just take that first little line sort of and work your way back. Do not start with a huge chunk. You can always cut more later, but you cannot put it back. So I use the foam to help kind of guide the hair and put it in the direction that I want. I sculpt these little C shapes along the hairline because this style is very dramatic when it comes to the baby hair. I feel like it's a big part of the look, I feel. The hairline is to my liking. I then take the tie head and I tie it on her and let her cook, as in I just let her dry. That way all the hairs in the front are going to be in a downward direction with a little curve. So now that she's dry, I'm going to plop her on. Then I'm going to use the Got To Be gel to lay this hairline because this style is not meant to be worn with no security. You need to lay that whole hairline down before you do this. So I apply a thin layer from temple to temple with a little makeup brush. I let that dry with cool air slightly, and then I move on to the freeze spray. So I take the freeze spray and I spray it onto the little brush. I don't spray it directly because it's just going to be a hot mess. I know I'm going to get it everywhere. So after I've applied 2 layers of that, I dry it up a little, and then I slide her forward, never letting my actual fingers touch the adhesive, honey. So we're going to take this tip of the tail comb and kind of lay it down. Start to sort of push those hairs that were dried forward onto our forehead a bit. They don't need to even look perfect or good yet. They just need to kind of be laying forward, and we want to let the gel adhere to the lace. Okay, so then I'm moving on to the sideburn section, and I'm going to make sure that this lace is sitting all the way around my ears so that I have a cute little sideburn that fits perfectly around. So I'm just going to use a tail comb to kind of shape out around where my ear sits, and then I'm just going to cut a little curved piece out so that it fits right around my ear. Then I take my razor and I continue to kind of customize those little sideburns. I'm taking off a little more hair at a time until I basically have it exactly the way I want it. Then I take the Got2b gel and I apply it all along my sideburns. So I kind of like swoop up my sideburns, push them back, and then I just apply it slightly in front of my sideburn as well. So right on my skin and on top of the hair. And again, I use the hair itself to pull the sideburn forward, and I use the tail comb to press down. You don't want to use your finger to press anything down, y'all. Trust me, it makes it messy and clunky and chunky and not cute. So as you can see, I even separated the hair. I just wanted like a little piece of the hair to kind of press down forward, and I want the rest to be kind of mobile. And I let it dry while I have the tail comb securing it in place. Then I take water. Water is your friend with this. I'm putting water over the hairline, and it's going to help me to mold and sculpt the baby hairs just the way that I like them without applying more product, because the water actually activates the Got2b gel that's already on there. It kind of like softens it up and releases it, and then you're able to mold and shape it without being super, super heavy with product all over your hairline. Then when it's to my liking, I take the same band that I usually use on the inside of my wigs and I tie it right along where kind of the lace meets the baby hair, and I let it cook. I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna let it settle while I put the hair under some tension now, because now we're gonna go and we're gonna swoop it up into our half up, half down, and this band is making sure that the hair is gonna be fully dried by the time we're done and keeps everything locked and secure in place. So you see the look coming together, y'all? You see it coming together? So I'm gonna take some water first and kind of wet it just so that I can help mold the ponytail up. I have the hair tie already on my hand to help the process be a lot easier and a lot smoother. I'm going to brush that up, and then I'm going to apply some foam, the same foam that I used to help mold the baby hairs, the Lotta Body foam. And I'm going to keep brushing that up and mold it up. Then I'm going to take my Bellamy wand, which is super cute. Look at that color of it. I'm just going to wand all of the hair. I'm not even going to make it, it's not really about making it perfect because the look is kind of like tousled and free and fun. So we're just going, grabbing sections, wanding them up so at the end we've got some texture to play with. But you see how it's still not full? We need an extra bundle, honey. So I got an extra bundle from OMG Queen in 20 inches, and we're going to do a good old wraparound ponytail at the top just to give us extra volume. So I'm sticking the bobby pin in, and then sticking that bobby pin into my head, wrapping it all the way around, taking the last piece of that of the weft. I'm going to back comb it just a little bit to give it some texture, and I'm going to wrap that around and secure with a bobby pin. Then of course I'm going to take the Bellamy wand and wand random sporadic sections of the new bundle that has been added. Then we're going to back comb, honey. This is for those of y'all who want the real drama. Like, you want to say, bam, tonight and you want to have tons of volume, you're gonna go in and back comb from the inside, just so that you're gonna create all this cushioning that will soften. So if you're feeling a little experimental and you feel like you want that dramatic look, then yes, honey, go ahead and back comb. But this is how I achieved the look for the Rihanna look. And after all that, I still went in and cut even more off my sideburns. I thinned them out a little bit more. I wanted them to look really natural, so I didn't want them to be too long or too dramatic. Then the very last step was that I took my brush, my little foundation brush that kind of looks like a blush brush that had old product on it, like from my press powder, and I just solidified that hairline. I wanted to get rid of any shine from the Got2b gel, and I kind of wanted to make it look more seamless, and that is what I did, and that helps to just cut the shine, draw less attention to that hairline, honey. Alright guys, that is all for today. Thank you so much for hanging out and kicking it with your girl. Don't forget to hit subscribe to join the tribe, y'all. Why? Because we the best, baby. Oh, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications so that y'all know when I upload a video. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Namaste!
Whispered that she don't drink, said that she rollin'. Hope I don't think that just that we smoke that I'm gon' hit. I'm like, what you think's a thing.